Hi, I'm Michael Josh, and you're watching GadgetMatch. It's easy to forget that in Huawei's Mate 20 line, there are actually 4 different smartphones. We have the Mate 20, Mate 20 Pro, the Porsche Edition Huawei Mate 20 RS, and finally, the Mate 20X. While all 4 phones impressed us much, it is the Mate 20X that may be the most interesting of the bunch. We start this video with a story of pricing. The Mate 20X is priced between the Mate 20 and the Mate 20 Pro. It has the notch design and audio port of the regular Mate 20 and the class-leading rear cameras of the Pro model. The Mate 20X also has the biggest screen and battery capacity of the 4 phones. It's massive in every sense of the word and is practically a tablet compared to every other smartphone in the market today. It's a phone made specifically for gaming and multimedia consumption. Huawei's put in a liquid multi-dimensional cooling system as well as powerful Dolby Atmos speakers. So how is it exactly positioned below the Mate 20 Pro? Well, it doesn't have an under-display fingerprint scanner, instead going for a rear-mounted placement, and the screen's edges aren't curved, plus the Mate 20X can't do wireless reverse charging. Huawei considers this its first high-end gaming smartphone, even if it doesn't really look like one. The ROG and Razer Phone 2 share that crown. The Mate 20X is simply big, and I mean really big. I can't overstate enough how massive this is in the hand. It's hefty too, weighing about 50 grams more than the smaller Mate 20. This is, however, offset by the excellent multimedia experience. It also helps that the notch is much smaller. It's pretty negligible that we don't really notice it while watching videos or gaming. Helping users grip the phone a little bit better is a textured back called Hyper Optical Pattern. It comes in 2 colors, Midnight Blue and this color, Phantom Silver. With all of these details out of the way, we go back to the question, is this phone an underrated gaming smartphone? The short answer is yes. The longer answer is it depends on what kind of games you play and how long you'll be willing to use a phone this big. We played numerous games on the Mate 20X, and the experience varied for each one, ranging from excellent to okay. Each title exposed the strengths and weaknesses of the phone's gaming abilities. Asphalt 9 is the perfect example of how ideal the Mate 20X is for gaming. The 7.2-inch OLED makes each track feel so immersive, and the stereo speakers can cover an entire room when set to maximum volume, just as long as you don't cover them accidentally with your palms. Since the phone is so wide in landscape orientation, it's easier to press the virtual buttons. One of the challenges of Ragnarok M is being able to find a phone that can take or handle all the action and making sure it won't overheat. The Mate 20X does both well thanks to its cooling system and efficient Kirin 980 processor. We also liked how it got warm only in one small portion of the rear to the left of the camera module. Alto's Odyssey is nowhere near as resource intensive as the previous 2 games, but still requires a strong multimedia phone to look good. However, one thing that prevents the Mate 20X from offering the best possible experience is its lack of a faster screen refresh rate. It's apparent in games like Alto's Odyssey, which benefit greatly from refresh rates of 90 Hz and above. Here's another game that would have benefited from a faster refresh rate and a higher pixel density. And because the display is so large and the resolution is only Full HD+, we could see lots of jagged edges on Pokémon Go. As for battery life, the Mate 20X lasts like it's made out of batteries. The capacity is plenty and goes for over a day, even with lots of video watching and gaming. We could play 10 hours straight on this thing and still have over 20% left. Does it take forever to charge though? Not at all. Despite having a slower supercharge adapter, we could still take the Mate 20X from 0 to full in 1 hour and 50 minutes, with the first 80% happening in the first hour alone. From here on, everything else is pretty much like the Mate 20 and its Pro variant, from the processing power of the higher-end Kirin 980 chip to the class-leading cameras. Here, we'll let the photos taken with the Mate 20X speak for themselves. So, is the Mate 20X your gadget match? While this phone is great in multiple aspects, its sheer size is enough to be a deterrent to potential customers. Sometimes, bigger isn't necessarily better. However, if you must have the closest thing to a tablet that can handle any game with ease and kind of fit in your pocket, it doesn't get much better than this. Comparing it to other gaming-centric smartphones, the Mate 20X has the clear advantage of having the best cameras of them all. Nothing else comes close. With the Mate 20X having the same camera setup as the Mate 20 Pro makes this phone not only the best all-around phone for gaming, but also photography. A rare feat in the current market, and for that, we give it the GadgetMatch seal of approval. As always, subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on notifications so that you get notified as soon as we post a new video. Follow us on social media for all the behind-the-scenes fun stuff. And as always, make sure GadgetMatch.com is your daily habit. Until the next video, I'm Michael Josh. Thanks for dropping by.